Okay students, so in this video we will be talking about multi-product farm. Multi-product farm is a farm which is producing many types of commodities. It is not producing one type of commodity only, it is producing more than one commodities. It happens when a farm is having a plant which is having quite good capacity of production, but this plant is not fully utilized if we produce only one commodity, suppose X. If only X commodity is produced in this farm, its capacity of production is not properly utilized. In that case, and why we are producing less of X here, because demand conditions in market is giving us indication that we should produce this much of X only. So for profit maximization, this farm is producing sum of X, then it is using excess capacity of its plant to produce Y commodity, or even X, Y, Z, many commodities may be produced over there. So it happens sometimes. If we talk about examples, sometimes one farm is producing two-wheelers and four-wheelers. Also, sometimes one farm is producing one type of mobile and another type of mobile. By producing more than one type of commodities, this farm is utilizing its excess capacity of production. Many factors are combinedly used to produce various commodities. Suppose one engineer is there only to supervise all the plant, and many commodities are being produced here. So here important thing is that we cannot calculate separately what is the production cost of one type of commodity, because we are having a full plant over here, and in this particular plant we can only estimate the cost of production of all the commodities in combination, in combine. So it is very difficult to find out a separate marginal cost of every product, because many inputs are used by this farm to produce variety of commodities same time. So how will we decide price of these commodities and how much of X, Y or Z should be produced, so that maximization of profit can happen? So we will talk about that situation here. For simplicity, I am using example of only two commodities, suppose. So this is demand curve of X commodity and this is demand curve of Y commodity. So here are price of X commodity and Y commodity, and here is quantity of X and quantity of Y. So these are two different demand curves. So first question is how much to produce, and how much X should be produced and how much Y should be produced, so that a producer can maximize the profit. First of all, we will draw marginal revenue curves here, and don't forget the profit maximization condition, which is marginal cost should be equal to marginal revenue. So here we need marginal cost and marginal revenue curves. How to draw marginal revenue? Take a midpoint of this demand curve and draw this line. This is marginal revenue of Y. Similarly, take midpoint here and draw marginal revenue of X. Now we will add two marginal revenues and we will get this total marginal revenue. This is marginal revenue of 1 plus marginal revenue of 2. I mean 1, 2. Marginal revenue of X plus marginal revenue of Y. So we can see this is total of marginal revenues. What about marginal cost? There is only a single plant. So this is the marginal cost of this plant. So here you can see we have got total quantity which should be produced in this farm, that is OQ. Then how much of X and how much of Y we should produce? We will talk about that equilibrium condition also later on. First we will complete our diagram here. This is the line where, this is the point where marginal cost and marginal revenue, I mean total marginal revenue, both are equal. So we will draw a straight line like this. We are equalizing the marginal revenue of X and marginal revenue of Y here. This line will help us to find out that point where marginal revenue of X is equal to marginal revenue of Y, and we have got those points. See here, this point and this point. So we can see that this amount is equal to this amount. So marginal revenues of both are equal if our equilibrium is on this point, and quantity is also fixed here. So this much of X we will produce and this much of Y we will produce, and total of these quantities is equal to this. So we have find out now how much of X and how much of Y we should produce, and we have find out it in such a way that marginal revenue of X should be equal to marginal revenue of Y. What about the price? Price may be differ, price may be same, depends upon the demand curve. This is the demand curve, and according to this demand curve, price is automatically fixed. And here also, these price will be different or same, will depend upon shape and slope of demand curves. So there can be various types of demand curves. By chance here I am taking one example where their maximum points are by chance equal. Otherwise we can take other examples also. So first concentrate here. We have got our equilibrium quantities and we have got our price also. So in this form, this much of X and Y will be produced, and on these prices these will be sold in the market, and firm will be maximizing its profit by doing this. We always do this. Marginal revenue should be equal to marginal cost. We always do that for profit maximization. But here one more step we have added, and what is that? That is marginal revenue of X should be equal to marginal revenue of Y. We are taking here example of 2 commodities. Even if we take example of 3 commodities, 4 commodities, same condition will be applicable. And why it is so? Suppose situation is like this. Marginal revenue of X is greater than marginal revenue of Y. It means if you produce more of X, it will add more to your total revenue than Y. So you will do one thing, you will increase production of X and you will decrease production of Y. By doing this, you can increase your profit. And obviously earlier, if this situation was happening, you were not maximizing your profit actually that time, because there was a scope of changing your production pattern and increase your profit. And if there is a scope to increase your profit, it means you are not maximizing your profit. So you will behave like this. You will produce more of X, you will produce less of Y. And if you produce more of X, your marginal revenue will decrease. If you produce lesser Y, your marginal revenue will increase. And finally you will reach on this point. So this condition should be applicable here, and this condition also. Yes, individual marginal revenue should be equal and it should be equal to marginal cost also. So this condition will be applicable when we are talking about multi-product firm. Okay, this is one type of diagram. You can explain with the help of this diagram. Otherwise in your books there is some other type of diagram also, that is also just like this, only a little difference is there. I am drawing that diagram also because in many books that type of diagram is given, so you should not get confused. Let me draw that diagram which is given in your books. Sometimes some books are having this type of diagram. This is your total of marginal revenue curves. Means this is a total of all the marginal revenues, whether you are taking example of 1 commodity or 2 commodity or 3 commodity. So you are adding all the marginal revenues curves, marginal revenue curves, and you will get this. and this is your marginal cost. So this is the point where marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. So you have got this point. Now we will draw marginal revenue of one commodity, suppose X. So this is the point where all the marginal revenues will be equal. So you will be producing this much of X. Your plant size, this is your marginal cost. So this much of plant you have used. Now another capacity of plant you will be using. So you will start your new marginal revenue from here. This is marginal revenue of X commodity. This is marginal revenue of, suppose, Y commodity. This is marginal revenue of Y commodity. This is marginal revenue of X commodity. Again, this is the point where we will decide this much of Y we will be producing. So this much of X we will be producing and this much of Y we will be producing. And this is a total of all these two types of diagrams. Here, if this is your Y commodity, you are producing this much. Now excess capacity you are again utilizing, and this is your marginal revenue of X, Y, Z. So these are three types of marginal revenue curves, and this curve, if we start it from here, this is a marginal revenue of Y only, but if we start it from here, this is total of this plus this plus this. So we have added all three curves. This is the total of these three curves, and if we subtract these two curves here, this is only for Z commodity. Okay, so in this way, this much of X, this much of Y, and this much of Z you should produce. Quantities are fixed. What about price? As I told you, price will depend upon the demand curve, and I have not drawn any demand curve in this diagram, but to find out the price you can draw. How to draw? Now I will draw demand curve, and I will use another color so that you people do not get confused. This is demand curve. This is demand curve of Y. This is demand curve of Z. So these are this is marginal revenue curve and this is demand curve of Z. So how to fix the price? See, this was the equilibrium point, and as it is subtracting the demand curve, price of X fixed. This is price of X. What about this? This is price of Y. It is higher than this, you can see. And here also, this is the price of Z. So what is happening here? I am using example of 3 commodities, and here I was using example of 2 commodities. So you can draw it like this, or you can draw it like this also. It is up to you. You can use any type of diagram here. For your extra knowledge, I am adding one point here. Suppose if your demand curves, again you are using suppose 2 types of demand curve or marginal revenue curves. If these are 2 different marginal revenue curves, and their starting point, their maximum points are different, suppose these are like this, suppose, how will you add them? In some books this type of diagram is also given. Before this point only one type of diagram is there, only this is there, so you will draw this only. This portion you are drawing here, and now you are adding this and this, so your marginal revenue curve will be like this. So sometimes it also happens, if you have taken this type of example in your exam, so you have to draw it like this. But if you take their starting point on equal height like this, your diagram will be, total of their marginal revenues will be like this. There is no kink in this. So sometimes you see this type of diagram in your books, sometimes you see this type of diagram, and sometimes you see this type of diagram. So this is total of marginal revenues, then this is marginal cost, and prices will be fixed accordingly. Quantity is fixed, then price will be fixed according to demand curve. These are marginal revenue curves, and if this is the demand curve, so price is fixed here. If this is the demand curve, price is fixed here. So price of every product will be fixed according to demand condition of that product. If these products are two different products, so obviously we will have to deal with two different demand curves, because every product is having its own demand curve. Okay, in most of books this topic is this much only, but let me tell you, this is example of those commodities which are not interrelated. These are not interdependent commodities, they are independent commodities. This may be something else, this may be something else. This is mobile, this is laptop, suppose. But if we are using example of those commodities which are interrelated somehow, I mean to say their demand is interdependent. And why demand is interdependent? Because sometimes we take example of these commodities where demand is interdependent. And why demand is interdependent? Because either we have taken substitutes or complementary commodities as example. When we are dealing with substitute or complementary commodities, we cannot decide like this. It will happen only if demand of both products are independent. How much you are selling this will not affect its demand, and how much of Y you are selling, it will not affect demand of X. But here demand of one commodity is affecting demand of another commodity. So these are two different examples. We may use substitutes, we may use complementary commodities. What is marginal revenue? Marginal revenue of X will totally depend upon how much of X you are selling, producing and selling in the market. If you produce one more commodity and sell in the market, what will happen to your total revenue? Because of one more commodity, how much will be added in your total revenue is your marginal revenue. But when X is also affecting Y somehow, equations will be like this. As you know, your total revenue is total revenue from X plus total revenue from Y. We are using example of two commodities here, X and Y. In this case, marginal revenue of X will not depend upon only, it will not only depending upon this portion of equation, but this portion of equation is also important over here. If you produce one more of X, it will add something to your total revenue, which is called marginal revenue. But because of producing one more X, actually revenue of Y is also affected. If you produce one more of X, it will not only affect total revenue of X, but it will affect total revenue of Y also. When we talk about marginal revenue of Y, one more unit of Y if you are producing, it will not only affect total revenue of Y, but it will affect, by producing one more Y, you are also affecting revenue of X. So if you ignore this fact that X and Y both are substitutes or complementary, if you ignore this fact and if you apply the same rule which we have discussed recently, if you apply that rule, then what will happen? In case of substitutes, you are producing one more of X. Same time you are producing Y also, but if people are purchasing X because they are cancelling their Y, and if they are purchasing Y, they are cancelling X. So in this way, your measurement independently of X and Y will result in overestimated production. So you will be doing overestimation. Whatever happening to your revenue, if example of complementary goods are there, means if you are selling producing and selling mobile, but people are purchasing mobile cover also, and you are producing mobile cover also. So these two commodities are complementary. People usually use them in combination. In this way, you are underestimating your revenue. By producing one more of this commodity, what is happening to your total revenue, that will be underestimated. So if substitutes are taken, there will be overestimated revenue, and if complementary goods are there, underestimation will be there. So this example, which is given in most of the books, is example only when these two commodities are having their independent demand, and demand of one commodity is not affecting another commodity. So this is extension of this lecture. In only some rare books this explanation is given, otherwise in every book you will find this type of diagram only. So that's all about the multi-product farm.